Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Stonekeep, and when last we left off, we're still exploring the second level of the Shaga Mines, although there's not much left that we need to explore. There's this area here, and there are a few areas within the Shaga Freedom League that we need to go and have another look at, because I wasn't careful enough when I was exploring the first time round. That said, there's no danger in there unless we decide to start attacking all of the Shagas, which we're not going to do, because they hate the Throggs just as much as we do. It doesn't take long to get to the Shaga Freedom League, although they really should close that secret entrance that Grug left open. We want to wait for the Shaga to leave, so that we have as few footsteps as possible going on while we talk to this tiny Shaga. Let's go.
Hey, you don't want to open this door.
Why not?
Told you so.
That Shaga is very tall. That is true. The tiny Shaga, by the way, voice acted by Joshua Seth, the same person that was Grug. We could go in there, that would involve killing the Shaga, and we could get some things that are in those barrels. We don't want to do that though. These Shagas are our friends. We don't want to harm them. So we're just going to have a quick look around and see if there's anything of importance here. There's nothing here, and there's nothing here. So we're going to explore around here now. We've nearly explored everything else. I don't think there's anything back there hidden switch-wise. I'll have a look just in case. There's nothing there, and nothing there. Fair enough, if you wanted to get into that storeroom, you'd have to kill those Shagas, the tiny one and the very large one. I don't feel like doing that, so we'll leave that area unexplored for now. Let's go and explore around here, and see if there's anything that I missed. There might be something that I've missed, for instance, over here. Is there an enemy around here? There's a giant boulder, so it's fair to say there might be an enemy. The answer is seemingly not. Let's go this way then, and have a look around. There's that there, and there's not much here. We'll just clear that, and there is nothing here at all. Ah well, it was worth having a look, eh? It's also worth going here and seeing if there is anything of importance, and there is not. So we're just going to leave and keep exploring around. There's not much else left to see here, but we might as well see it. We need to primarily explore this small region, which isn't really going to contain that much. There might be an enemy or two, though, that we need to slay. Let's just check with the Orb of Afraim. Show us where the foes are! There appear to be no foes at all. We're going to go this way just to fill in a bit of the map, because I do believe we have not, we have not gone this way. Now we have! And now we want to go and fill in this area. It won't take that long to fill in there. Once we've done that, I think we'll head down. We do need to make sure we're as ready as we can be when we head down though, because the enemies are going to get even tougher. Anything here? It would seem not really. There's just that little area that we need to explore, and then we'll be done. This area links back up to here, and there is a skull! Haha! We can add that to our pile of skulls. We have enough skulls that we could make a throne of skulls at this point. And this links up to here. I do believe we have pretty much explored everywhere that we can, apart from there. Let's go and explore there, just because we haven't explored there, and there might be something amazing. There's not likely to be anything amazing. If we go, I think it is this way? There we go. We have found this. What is here? Aha! I was wrong. There are rocks, and we really want rocks. They're always useful after all. Anything else here? The answer is no. Nothing else at all. And so, looking here, I think we've pretty much explored everything that we want to see. We could go into that area, but I don't feel like it. So instead, we shall head to the Throggi Temple. You know who we haven't seen for quite a while? Wahooka. Wahooka hasn't surfaced for a long time, and we do have quite a lot of gems now. Are we heading in the right direction? We are not heading in the right direction. Let us go this way and actually head the right way. Let's go to the temple, and then Drake led them the wrong way.
What's the password?
I hate throggs too.
There we go. One more piece of dialogue for entering into the Shaga Freedom League. And so, Drake led them the wrong way, and Farli and Kazakh just shook their heads and muttered to themselves that Drake had no idea where he was going. After all, Drake is being controlled by me, and I'm really good at finding my way through places. I'm really no good at finding my way anywhere. Let's save before we head down. You never know what might happen when we go down to the next floor. It's probably not going to end well either way, because I think we start to see some puzzles here. If we check the map, we are now at the entrance to the temple. We also need to be very careful because we might encounter enemies that we haven't seen before. Very difficult enemies if memory serves. But first we need to check the Orb of Afri. Reveal to us the enemies that are nearby. There appear to be none. So we'll go this way. Ah, I heard that though. There's definitely some kind of foe nearby. Just not a Shaga. We need to be very careful here. We need to be using the Orb of Afri quite often. I don't see any foes, but there is an area over there that I want to pay particular attention to. Maybe we might be able to open up these two locations. There is here, which just has some barrels. There's also a gem. Very handy. Let us destroy some of these, shall we? Do any of these contain enemies? The answer is no. Sometimes they will. Not this time, though. What about over here? Anything over here? The answer is maybe. Let's open these up carefully, one at a time. What about this one? We can't reach that one from here. There is something in here. Ah, that is something that you do not want to eat. You look at that and you think, oh, roots, we can eat those. You can eat those, but this root smells musty. It is not a very good root. It's been left there for way too long and has gone bad. You don't want to eat it. It doesn't end well for you. I think they poison you. We want to head this way and have a look at all of this. There is a gem. There's also something else here too. There is a dead dwarf. We want to grab this scroll and give it a read.
I am dying. Those temple dogs took my friend Dombur, and I fear for his life, but I cannot make it. If you read this, save him. Beware the path, for it is trapped. By my beard, it is getting cold.
This dwarf did not make it. Let's read this one.
Okay.
The green mushrooms of the Underlands are known for the ability to cure poisons and other ailments. They're good things to have. Let's destroy this and see what this is. This is a very heavy-duty axe, and we definitely want somebody to be using that. You know what? You can use it. There we go. We'll just give you this. And now you have a hefty weapon indeed. Let us step forward, shall we, after we have grabbed this item, the first ring that we have encountered. Rings are very useful. It is a magic armor ring. Wearing this will make us more hardy. We won't get hit as often. Or maybe it's the fact that we won't get hit for as much. I don't quite know how the defense stat works in this game, but either way, it's a good ring to have.
I knew him. Dunton Stonebuilder. He was a stout friend of my brother.
Dunton, you will be avenged. I so swear.
I imagine if you didn't have Kazakh in your party, that line wouldn't happen, and there wouldn't be a replacement line from Drake. Let's move on, shall we? Rest well, Dunton. we will most certainly avenge your death as best we can. We haven't found any enemies here yet. None at all. This is an area that I'm pretty sure is heavily trapped, so we're going to go another way instead first, and explore in this direction. There's a lot of this area to explore. Aha! Bags of grain! Surely breaking these isn't going to go horribly wrong. Well, there are no enemies, how could it go wrong? I could think of many ways that this could go wrong. For now, let's just break these and see what happens. There's nothing in them. What about these? There we go. Nothing. Ooh, there's something there. What's that? Ah, we don't necessarily want that. We don't want that at all, actually. But we'll take it just because it's an item that we can take. What about here? There are so many corridors in this level that you can explore for ages in the entrance to the temple. And we haven't yet found a single foe. This isn't the only level where there's a distinct lack of enemies. Although the other instance of this, there are very few enemies. Ah, there is one. Ah, there's also that. We have now figured out where that sound came from. Over there! We'll just leave you to it, shall we? There is seemingly no foe in here. But if we check the orb... The orb says that there is a foe in here. We need to save, because this could be bad. This could be very bad. If this is what I think this is going to be intriguing. Hello!
Greetings again, lost one. Have I mentioned that in the days of old, heroes would bring gifts to their elders in return for their ancient wisdom? Have you a gift for me?
Greetings, O he of the long wind.
Hello, Wahuka. It has been a while since we've seen you. You may think, but this isn't so bad. It is in some ways because we have to listen to Wahuka. And hopefully Wahuka will have something interesting to tell us. We do have a lot of gems to give him. Have a gem.
Very nice, but not what I was looking for. Bring out your next gift.
Okay, let's try a different gem then. Do you want this?
Bah, not that.
Do you want this instead?
Ah, yes, this is it. Well, it was nice seeing you again.
Don't you have something for me?
Bah. Oh, well, yes, I suppose I do. A word of warning, human. Keep an eye out for the god of this temple.
You'd think that that is not a useful clue. It is. That is a really useful hint, and we are most certainly going to be heeding that piece of advice. We do indeed need to keep an eye out for the god of the temple. We'll be given that clue again in a different form from somebody else later, but hearing it now is always a good thing. Now we need to take care of these enemies. That wasn't so bad meeting Wahuka this time. Wahuka didn't want most of the things that we could offer Wahuka. Alright, let's just throw an arrow, or two. Ah, that one is gone. What about you? Can we actually throw something at you? Not from here is the answer. Maybe we just need to attack you in melee. And one of them is already dead. We didn't kill that one. That one killed itself. Anything over here? Well, there is a door. We really need to be wary of the doors. Mainly because I was concerned about a different encounter that could happen here. Behind the door. Is it this door? It is not this door. This door is the entrance. We have actually gone in a big circle. And then Drake was petrified of the way they came into this area. We don't want to go back. We're here now, we might as well explore as much as we can. And so we shall head down. This way. And have a look and see if there are any enemies nearby. We've only found some very small and insignificant ones at the moment. And there's one foe there, maybe? One? There's definitely something round there. Ah, yes, there's another one of you. Hello, how are you? Would you like an axe? You don't get a choice in the matter, by the way. You're getting an axe. And you died before that axe could hit you again. Ah, well, we'll take it back anyway. There is something over here. We might as well go and see what's up here. That's not ominous at all. Ow. That didn't end well for us. Is there anything over here that was worth getting hit like that? The answer is a gem. The gem, I might add, that Wahuka wanted. So, if you didn't have that gem, here's a good place to find it. There's just a minor problem in that you're going to take several arrows to the face. If you were only with Farli at this point, that would probably hurt a fair bit more. And I don't think the trap goes off again. Which is good, because we don't want it to go off again. We could try. Nope, it only goes off once. Reassuring. Let us back up a little bit just to fill in the map, and then go this way. We really need to find somewhere where we can recuperate our mana so that we can do some healing. We really want to do some healing, but we haven't been so fortunate yet. Any enemies over here? It's really nerve-wracking to have no foes nearby. You're always expecting an ambush of some variety. Ah! That is what I was looking for. That there. This is an enemy that we haven't seen before. This is a skeleton. That skeleton is a very, very difficult foe at this point in the game. But we are going to fight that skeleton, and we're going to hopefully defeat that skeleton. Let's do some healing. A lot of healing. As much healing as we can do with this rune staff here. Excellent. We're going to save as well before we go in there, because we are going to go in there. You may be wondering, why don't I just throw arrows? And you can, but there is dialogue to be had if you go in. So let's go in.
Treasure, mine. You, thief. The eye.
We're going to fight you now. You're actually really tricky. But hopefully we should be able to take care of you. You do take a lot of punishment. And you look like you're wearing a helmet and a sword. We might want that helmet. As you can imagine, our weapons aren't really doing that much. Maybe if we switch to a hammer, we might do a little bit better. Aha! Yes indeed, the hammer is better. But we aren't doing so well against this enemy. What if we were to back away and you are trying to come closer to us? There we go. And we will just leave. There we go. We've had the dialogue that we can have with you. Now we are going to take care of you the Drake way, which involves a lot of arrows. Don't mind me, arrows really shouldn't work against you. And you know what? They really don't. Because this foe is not really concerned about arrows. I'll tell you what this foe probably is concerned about, though. Rocks. Rocks are probably really effective. Or are they? They don't seem to be at all. Maybe fire might work a little bit better, eh? Just put those rocks back, eh, Drake? We will see if fire will do the trick. Failing that, we might have to keep fighting you in melee. It's not the best way to deal with you, because you are, after all, a skeleton. But we'll give it a go. Alright, fire, let's see what you can do. Ah, fire certainly does do something. We'll just keep using fire until either the skeleton falls or we run out of mana. It's likely that, aha, we want to grab this here. The reason why we want to grab the skull is not necessarily because anything will happen if we don't right now. It's good practice to do so, because later on in the game, if you don't grab the skull, bad things will happen. How much magic do we have left? A fair amount. Here is a pretty good helmet. We're going to wear that. You're going to wear that. There we go. Anything else here? There is another broadsword. Remember the broadsword that we found near the beginning of the game? We've only just found the replacement now. We've also found this, which is a good thing to have. Let's leave this area and move on. Spencer Kipe was the voice actor for that skeleton. Spencer Kipe was the writer, artist, and costume designer on this game, and an artist on Descent to Undermount him. We're not really going to encounter any more talking skeletons in this game. We're not going to encounter any skeletons for a very long time. We need to be careful now because we are a little low on health. We could deal with this by using a lot of our healing resources, or we could use this orb. I will ponder which one I decide to do, but that will be for next time, folks. As when we come back, we will continue to explore the entrance to the temple. There is quite a lot still left to explore, including that area, which is full of traps. And do you remember what Wahuka said about keeping an eye out for the god of the temple? The skeleton also talked about an eye. Maybe there's something important about eyes in the next floor. I'm sure it's nothing. Just some random ramblings of a skeleton. And when has Wahuka's advice ever been useful? Okay, occasionally it's been useful. Maybe in this instance it will also be useful. And I'll catch you next time, folks. But I'll see you then. Later.